The Carlton House, built in the 1930s, was the residence of Mrs. Ethel Frizzell Carlton. From its construction until declining health caused her to sell the 10,846 square foot home and the rest of the 25.9 acre, 9-building property. In 1950, she sold the estate to Mr. Jack Valentine of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for $125,000. He developed the property into a private country club called the Pine Valley Club. Among his additions were a heated swimming pool, 9-hole golf course, and stables, none of which remain. He had plans to turn it into a casino, but was never able to obtain a gambling license. In 1955, when the Academy came along, he sold it for $265,000. The Air Force wasn't quite sure what to do with the complex. It served as District 20's junior-senior high school for an academic year. In May 1958, Air Academy High conducted its first graduation, which took place on the mansion's front lawn. Major General James Briggs, the Academy's second superintendent, addressed the senior class, which consisted of 9 students. With the new schools built, its use was again in question. General Briggs learned that one of the undersecretaries of the Air Force planned to use the Carlton House for a non-commissioned officers club. He went to the Pentagon to see General Curtis LeMay, then Vice Chief of Staff of the Air Force. When Briggs told LeMay the problem, LeMay took his cigar out of his mouth and asked sarcastically, "Buster, why the hell aren't you in it?" General Briggs moved into the Carlton House the very next week. Every superintendent since then has called it home. The house has hosted a wide range of functions, including many cadet weddings before the cadet chapel was completed. During one hectic 2-day period just after the class of 1959 became the first class to graduate, the home hosted 19 weddings. Among the guests who have stayed at the complex are former President Gerald Ford, the King and Queen of Thailand, entertainer Bob Hope, and the former Prime Minister of Great Britain, Sir Harold Wilson. The Carlton House underwent a major renovation in the late 1980s, and on November 3, 1989, the Department of the Interior's National Park Service listed the Carlton House in the National Register of Historic Places.